Hello guys, I am Tazeen and welcome back to the channel. Okay, today is a double story day. We have got two crazy AITA stories for you back to back. First up, a woman who blocked her fiance's credit card during a fight and it went so wrong that a cashier almost called the police. Yes, police over a bag of chips. And then the second story, a group dinner between five friends turned into a joke that goes away too far. One girl gets called the backup friend of the group, laugh it off at the table, but later that night everything falls apart. Two totally different situations, one funny and chaotic, and one that's going to hit a little closer to home. So stay till the end, drop your verdict for both, and subscribe before we start so you don't miss the next one. Let's get into story number one. Okay, so our pastor is a woman and she's engaged. Her and her fiance got into a huge fight, and the reason trash. Yes, trash on the floor. She says her fiance has this bad habit. He leaves trash on the floor instead of putting it in the bin. Like the bin is right there, guys. It's not far away. It's not hidden. It's just there. And he still leaves the trash on the floor. She says she has asked him so many times to stop. Countless times, nothing changed, and eventually she just lost her temper. Now she also adds something important here. Her fiance is currently sick with a cold. So she understands he might have less energy right now. Fair enough. But she also says this trash problem was happening even before he got sick. So it's not just a sick person problem. It's a him problem. So out of pure frustration, she does something pretty bold. She blocks her own credit card and then she texts him, the card will stay blocked until you clean up your mess. Now here's some context we need. This is her card. He is only using it temporarily right now because of their current situation. In their normal life, he actually earns very good money and pays for his own thing. Okay, so she blocked the card, sent the message, and then something very human happens. They both completely forget about it. The fight happens, emotions are high, and somewhere in all that trauma, the blocked card just slipped both of their minds. Later that same day, her fiance goes to a convenience store, totally normal, just going to buy something small. He tries to pay with the card, and this is where it goes from annoying to oh my god, real fast. Instead of the card just simply saying decline, the payment terminal display a message saying the card has been reported as stolen. Stolen, not declined, stolen. Guys, can you imagine standing at a convenience store trying to buy a bag of chips and the machine just announces to the entire store that you are holding a stolen card? The cashier obviously gets suspicious and apparently they were actually considering calling the police. Police over a block card during a couple fight about garbage. Thankfully, the situation got explained before police actually showed up. Can you imagine the headline, man arrested for trying to buy chips with fiance's card? Real crime was not throwing away trash. She says she genuinely thought blocking the card would just simply decline the payment. She had no idea it would show a message saying stolen. So now her fiancé is furious. He says the whole thing was incredibly humiliating, and get this, he says this was even worse than being cheated on. This is a big statement. She personally thinks that's a massive exaggeration, and she points out it didn't tell him the card was blocked. We just both forget about it together. She ends her post being honest with us. She knows blocking the card was a pretty emotional move, but she was at the end of her rope for constantly asking him to clean up after himself. Okay, here's my honest take. This story has two separate issues mixed together. Issue number one, the trash problem. If you have asked someone countless times to do a basic thing like throw a trash in the bin and nothing changes, the frustration is completely real. Issue number two, the card block. This part is where it gets a little messy. Blocking someone's access to money as a punishment does cross into power move territory a little bit. Obviously, neither of them expected the stolen card chaos, so that part really was just an unlucky accident. So, is she the a-hole? I am going to say no. Everyone trying to play the small part here. He is the a-hole for repeatedly ignoring simple requests, and she is a little bit the a-hole for turning a chore argument into a financial punishment. That worse than cheating comment, though definitely an exaggeration. Drop your verdict on this one below and stick around because story number 2 is coming up right now, and this one is totally different kind of story. So our second poster today is a 23-year-old woman. She went out for dinner with 4 of her friends last weekend. She says they have all known each other for a while, so they are pretty comfortable making fun of each other. Totally normal group dynamic, right? At some point during dinner, the conversation turned to how everyone in the group has changed since college. Mostly harmless stuff at first, until one of them says something that changes the whole night. One friend says she is basically the backup friend of the group because she is always available when everyone else is busy. Everyone laughed and she laughed too at first because she did not want to make things awkward. But it did not stop here. Another friend adds she is not even offended because she knows it's true. And then guys, they start bringing up random past moments, the times when she was left out of plans. They joke that she's basically the person they call when everyone else cancel, like she's the spare option, not the real first choice. She laughed it off at the table, but she says honestly it really got to her inside. Eventually, she made an excuse that she was not feeling well and she left earlier. Later that night, one of her friends texted her asking why she was being weird. She's honest, she tells her friend that the joke actually hurt her feelings, especially because some of what they are joking about was actually true. And here's where it gets a little frustrating. Her friend responds saying she's taking the joke too way seriously and that nobody actually thinks she's a backup friend. She replies back, well, if that's true, then maybe they should not take about something they know she's insecure about. And then the friend says something that honestly stings a bit. I do not even know you were insecure about it, and now apparently everyone else in the group is annoyed that she made the whole dinner awkward. She says she has not talked to them much since part of her thinks she should have just laughed it off because they were not trying to hurt on purpose, but another part of her feels stupid for pretending she was fine when she really was not. And now the question is AITA. Okay, my honest take here, I feel for these girls so much, guys. There is a huge difference between friendly teasing and a joke that touches on a real insecurity, especially on that keeps getting repeated by multiple people at the table. Once it moved from one joke to let's bring up specific memories of time she got left out, that's not really light-hearted teasing anymore. And honestly, the comment she is not even offended because she knows it's true, that one is doing a lot of damage quietly. It basically forces her to keep smiling so she does not seem too sensitive. Now, do I think her friends were trying to be cruel on purpose? Probably not, but blaming her for making dinner awkward instead of reflecting on why the joke hurt her in the first place, that's where I think the friends went wrong. My verdict NTA, not the a-hole. She has every right to feel hurt by something that touched a real insecurity, and being honest about it afterward was not wrong. What do you think, guys, though? Have you ever been a joke from friend that hit way closer to home than they realized? Let me know in the comments. Alright guys, that's both stories for today. Let me know your verdict on each one down in the comments. Was blocking the card too far, or were the friend wrong for the backup friends joke? If you enjoyed this double story video, please hit that subscribe button, smash the like button and turn on notification so you don't miss the next one. Also comment down below what story you want me to read next. I read every single comment. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Take care of yourself, and remember, sometimes the joke is not really a joke, it's just the truth said out loud. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Tata.